Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so um, update: NoHo Hotel changed ownership for whatever reason. They're not allowing you to book a day ahead of time. I guess you got to book 2 days ahead of time for Ridgeway, which is the new ownership there, and the prices are different. So yeah, I'm probably going to be staying at the Makeda if I can get the money in time. They have 2 rooms left to book for tomorrow with the $100 deposit. If not, I can find something under that, but kicking back that deposit wouldn't be a deposit because it would be worked into the price. So I talked to my uncle just now, and he's feeding my granddad. They're having a good night. It was great hearing my grandfather's voice for the first time in like a month. He's hanging in there. I heard they're having some tough days with him right now, so that made it even better that I was able to hear from him. But yeah, that's the update, man. NoHo has new ownership. That's why I couldn't get a room last time. It wasn't that they were vacant; it's that they had changed ownership at that point and didn't update all the internet stuff. So, like, I know NoHo doesn't run out of rooms like that. That was what was so strange. It's like you trying to tell me all them rooms are booked up over in this little area on a random Monday, but the reality was no. But they had sold the place, and as a result, they hadn't updated the internet information. They still haven't updated that internet information, and essentially what they're saying is the prices are available, but once you try to reserve those prices, you can't reserve them. So that's kind of what's going on with NoHo, man. A little frustrated about it, but at the same time, it's one of those situations where you just gotta be patient with the changes in the world, around you. I think I've had it really comfortable being able to go a mile away to a fairly cheap motel for a night, and then skipping back over here. The price it requires to Uber there, Uber back with all of my stuff, get there. They let me check in early some of the time, so I got used to that. But the reality is, people change businesses. Businesses like that franchise sometimes when they're privately owned. So that's really what it is. Now they're owned by an entirely different company. The price is going to probably fluctuate quite a bit because of that too. I think the prices are now like 145 after taxes for a Tuesday night. So that's like, that place ain't nice enough for that. I hope they plan on bringing their roadway, whatever the name of that, Ridgeway, whatever I said it was. They bring their overall intentions to that building. Maybe they can up it to make it so that it'll be worth that. But as long as it's still the same way it's been, heck no, that's not worth that. So yeah, I'd much rather stay in Makeda. It's so much nicer. And so yeah, once my uncle was done with dinner tonight, he said he's going to send that over. Hopefully that'll be enough time for me to reserve one of the 2 rooms that's available, and I'll just reserve it tonight and won't think about it. You know what I mean? So, and he knows it's $100 deposit, which some of I actually have. I actually have some of it, but when you take into account the cost to Uber back in front, it's probably, I'm still gonna need a little extra. So this is frustrating, but it just gives me a little more motivation to try to find myself my own apartment somehow. I don't know who would rent to me in this situation, but at this point I have about a year, as my boy T was telling me last time I saw him, about a year's worth of data showing that I can consistently pay the amount for which rent is normally going to be, which is probably somewhere what I'm paying here anyway. So now that I have so many receipts, they can give me a backlog, and I can take that to the renters and say, yo, this is what I've done over the last year. I'm good for the rent. Give me a spot. So that is also something that I've been kind of thinking about, but just ain't really put into motion. But this type of thing will motivate me to do that. So that's really what it is, man. I think it's almost time to kind of get out of this situation. I've been loving kind of the routine of it all to a degree. It's comfortable in this building. I got used to the routine, but at the end of the day, every 3 weeks, you got to deal with the uncertainty of many things. And it's not necessary anymore. Not like it was when I first got here. So that's really what it is. I got to find my own spot as I know. And hopefully the Lord will have something set aside for me, because, He's had this set aside for me, and it's worked this long. I've enjoyed it, if I'm being completely honest with you. So the only stress about it is having to leave here every 3 weeks. And so at the end of the day, I'm thankful. My family has been so supportive. I mean, beyond what anybody should ask for is what they've done. So I can't complain, man. I had a nice long walk today. I went and climbed a couple of hills, and then came back down, walked Hollywood Boulevard, took little side streets and walked all the way to Target. Didn't buy nothing at Target. Then walked back up to the train station and walked all the way home from the North Hollywood train station, which is what I always do. But my phone was not really working to the type of charging would be necessary for me to be making videos on the way back. So I just walked quietly and looked over and saw that Ridgeway sign where NoHo used to be, and I'm like, oh, that would explain a lot. So, you know, it's been a good day. I don't feel like doing my hundreds, my squat regimen, so I'm just gonna get in the shower, relax. Hopefully my family shoots that over so I can get that squared away, and then, you know, I got my food here cooking, and that's it, man. I feel a lot better after dealing with that cold. I think today's sweat was good for that. And that's it, man. I just, you know, I'm very thankful that my family's got my back, and I'm always frustrated when things don't go routinely. And so being in this situation, things don't often do, and that's never really how I like it. So it is what it is, man. But I'm thankful. I'm not worried. Just got to deal with the changes that come, and praise God for path to solutions. So that's really what it is. Just a little slight update. My grandfather sounds great, even though they're saying he's having a tough go getting back into the swing of things, living back at my uncle's place. I don't know what the complications have been, but when I talked to my granddad, he said he feels great. He said he's fantastic. Of course, that's what I expect he would tell me, but it's great hearing his voice either way. So, you know, that's really what it's about, man. Thankfully, he's, you know, in his position where he can be comfortable at home, and that's what is most important. You know, when you have elderly people, that they're not in facilities for too long unless they have to be. And so I'm thankful my uncle and my aunt are taking care of him, and you know, he seems to be happy to be home. That's what he sounded like to me. So thank God for that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, man. I'm gonna relax now. I'm ready to relax. That's the type of day this is being. Not too much stress, but the last hour or so has been a bit uncertain, and you know how I deal with that. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. My name is BDO44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.